Are you a guitar player or audio engineer making up a guitar cab and feel like you're missing a little bit of something extra but don't really know what the extra is? One of the most important things when getting guitar tone is using a microphone. So why stop at one microphone when you can use two? Using more than one mic can be that little bit of extra that you are simply overlooking. For those of you who don't know, hi, my name is Dante. I'm a guitar player and bass player turned on audio engineer looking to get my foot into this business to give you guys an inside look on getting absolutely insane results when it comes to recording heavy music. That being said, let's see how much adding one extra mic into your signal chain will do for you. But first, let's hop into a full mix and see what the results are. All right, now that we have a full heavy mix out of the way, let's kind of just go over the two mics that were used for this. The first mic used is actually the mic you're hearing me talking to right now. It's this guy. This is the SE Electronics X1A. It is a large diaphragm condenser mic running you about $100 as of right now this recording. Before we go into this video any further, no, SE Electronics is not sponsoring this video. I just simply use their products and like them, so that's why they're in this video. Like I said, this is a large diaphragm condenser running about $100. A few things to note about this about this mic is it's very sturdy build. Its pickup pattern, which is it just picks up from the front end, and it's cardioid. The frequency range of 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz, so the entire frequency spectrum. It has a negative 20 dB pad. So for those of you who don't know what a pad does, is basically when you turn the pad on, it does this. So you can't really hear me, right? Which is nice for recording loud sources like it did in this instance for the mix. It acts as a shield, so it acts as a shield to sound. Another thing is it also has a low cut filter on it as well. It goes from 100 hertz down at 6 dBs per octave. I'm not currently using it right now, but I can engage it for you guys. You guys aren't gonna hear it because I'm already doing that already in post. But besides that, those are just some features on this mic. It has a standard 3XLR, a 3-pin XLR out on it. So in terms of the frequency response, in terms of what the mic is filtering out, here is the frequency chart. So it's almost flat when you don't have the low cut filter engaged. Has a very mild roll off at 20 hertz and a very mild like air shelf boost on it by like what, 1.5 dBs too. So very, very, very flat response, very responsive mic as well, because it's a condenser. Condenser mics tend to be more responsive because of how condenser mics are made. They tend to be a lot brighter and sensitive to just all frequency ranges. So main reason for picking this mic for making up a guitar cab is just purely because of how sensitive it is to the entire frequency range. And secondly, I can also shape the tone going into my computer with that low frequency pad. So you guys might be asking, why are we kind of talking about like the frequency response of this mic and all the other mic I will be showing you guys today as well? Great question. Reason it being is because each mic type, and regardless of what company you're buying from, whether it's SE Electronics or any other mic brand is each mic sounds different. Like every model sounds different from each other, even within this same type. So all condenser mics generally do the same thing in terms of what they pick up, but what they pick up, like what their sensitivity is to each frequency range, will be slightly different from mic to mic. And so when it comes to picking mics, frequency range is important, especially when it comes to guitar or just anything music related. Knowing what these mics do, what they sound like, and how they respond to a source is very important. So that's why I'm going over how this mic sounds and how this other mic will sound. And keep in mind, even if you have just 2 dynamic mics, 2 ribbon mics, or 2 condenser mics, each one will sound different, so keep that in mind. All right, so now that we kind of talked about this mic, the type of mic it is, and its frequency response and kind of why I chose it, let's go to the second mic I used. The second mic I chose is also another mic from SE Electronics. It is the V7. What makes this mic different than this mic is it is a dynamic mic, meaning it doesn't need power. This mic does need power. Should have mentioned that earlier, but this mic needs power. This one doesn't. Secondly, this mic is a supercardioid mic, meaning the pickup pattern, like how it picks up, is different from this one. If you guys want me to discuss the differences between a cardioid, supercardioid, figure 8, omnidirectional, all those other mics, drop a comment in the comment section below. Let me know so I can go over that. This mic is primarily a vocal mic, so great for like live performances or like podcasting and stuff like that. I've used this a couple times on guitars, on electric guitars, and actually sounds really good. I like using this as well. Same thing as this mic, traditional 3-pin XLR connection. This is different in terms of the frequency range. It has a frequency range of 40 hertz to 19 kilohertz. This one does have a neodymium magnet in it, which the magnets inside of a mic will change the sound as well. So keep that in mind as well when considering mics to choose. Now, here's the frequency response graph of the mic. Does have a roll off, as you can see at the low end. And what's nice about this mic when capturing not just guitars but vocals as well is it does have a mid-range bump at 2K, starting at 2K, and between 2K and 4K, and another kind of more presency area of about 12K. That's important because this is boosting like the mid-range frequencies and kind of the upper frequencies that are pleasant on guitar, that I think are pleasant in guitar and vocals, but we're not talking about vocals, we're doing guitar, so I'm going to be referring to guitar frequencies. When looking at this frequency response graph, let's pull it up again. I'll show you guys here. You guys may be wondering what those dotted lines are at the low end. Yeah, so those dotted lines that you're seeing on the frequency graph is showing you guys the proximity effect, meaning the closer you get to a mic, the more amplification you're getting in the low end, which is nice because it does complement this mic as well, because I did have this mic right up against the grill cloth. I'm getting a lot of these lower mid frequencies that this mic may not have picked up, because each mic type has a different response to the proximity effect. This one just happened to have a different amount response to the proximity effect. So this mic picked up certain frequencies and responded to the guitar cab differently than this one, and that's why I chose this as well. Dynamic mics tend to be the sledgehammer of microphones when it comes to making up a guitar cab, so you'll just get more of the in-your-face thickness that maybe these guys don't have. That's why I chose this one, is because it does have the proximity effect, giving you a different kind of like low end and lower mid response. Put it simply, I chose both of these mics for their benefits to certain frequency responses. And because of how these mics respond differently to a source, I took the best of both worlds and combined them together to give you one large sound. And that's kind of the main takeaway from this video, is to choose 2 different mics, whether they're 2 different condenser mics, 2 different dynamic mics, 2 different ribbon mics, or any combination of the 2. Each mic will respond to a source differently, it will hear it differently, and it will reproduce that sound differently. When it comes to capturing a guitar tone, think of what you are looking for your song, for your guitar tone and pair two mics together to get the desired result. And that's why when you are recording your guitars, whether it's through a real amp like I did here, or through a modeler, or through any other source, consider using two mics to get an awesome sound. But with that being said, guys, like today's video, feel free to like, subscribe, and turn on bell notifications to stay up to date with what I'm doing in the music scene, whether it's what we're doing here, talking about music production, or checking out new bands. If you guys happen to be a band or an artist in need of mixing or mastering or reamp services, click the first link in my description box below to be taken to my website to find out more information about my services and find ways to contact me. With that being said, if there's a topic you guys want me to talk about when it comes to heavy music, drop a comment in the comment section below. Looking forward to hearing from you guys, interacting with you guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, see you guys later. Rock on, guys.